This is Asoft, and in this video we are going to be talking about something extremely amazing. A new simulated creation that you could create spontaneously. You see, a lot of people talk about the law of attraction, affirmations, and doing all of that. Repetition, repeating it all and all again, or praying and all that stuff. Well, I figured out something even better. I searched it up online, trying to find, okay, what's better than affirmations? And they said affirmations, right? And then I asked, okay, let's see a picture. It all said why. Why am I so great? Why is this all positive stuff, right? Now, nobody thought of doing, instead of the questions of why, who, what, when, where, why. Oh no. Who, what, when, where, why, how much, and with what. And then that goes even more down. After that, basically, those are the questions you ask, for example, in journalism or in business. What do you do it for? You do it to broadcast. Well, it's broadcasting. You're simulating it to an audience. Why are you doing that? For the sole purpose of your own think tank. And the think tank thinks about the thinking. And it needs a meta thought to explain the thought below it. So, after that, I've researched, okay, what makes a thought form? That's basically something that makes more sense. Then you simulate the thought form, that moves down, and you have to simulate, you have to sense it, you have to propagate it, you have to make it authentic. And then after that, the thought form is created, and after the thought form is created, you can change it into a more artificial intelligence. And then you hit all these mathematical concepts, right? You get into strange matter, the anthropic principle, probabilities, statistics. I know this sounds really weird. This is just conceptual. But you move more down. And what this does, if you're on the path, I call it the path of synchronicity, you align yourself with your brain, and it makes you go, it's not like a backspace, but it slows down time. Your conscious awareness becomes not necessarily still, because when a person meditates, they can feel the stillness, right? This simulates an extremely authentic mode where you still have all of these sensations. Yeah, it is calm, but it's not the end. So this is interesting. And then after that, you realize, okay, the statistics and all this stuff levels you up, and you're like the ship riding towards your destiny. What creates a ship is what is engineered. And then imagination creates things that trends even higher than expected. And what this is, this is the machine elves. The machine elves within. And you can bring it into you and level up. And then you can go back, re-reference what happened, and connect the dots again, so you can create yourself better and better each time. So it's a self-referencing system that is extremely fun. Now, in your dream simulated realities, doing this can actually destroy and crumble down reality. It can cause devastations that are extremely absurd, that is so weird and oddly there. It's like a curse. It's like Revelations in the Bible. It's all that type of stuff. But what's amazing about this is, I believe those simulated realities prepare you in a way. Those dream jumps are jumps that you went in your normal life, which to you those were kind of small jumps, but to the dreamers they're huge jumps. So whatever you do, you go through huge jumps. You propel yourself from the lower ones. Also, I'm going to talk about thoughts. I was watching a TED Talk, and it explained that what are we afraid of the most? We think we're afraid of the thought, or thinking about thinking, or projecting what a thought is. No, we're afraid of the thought itself. We are afraid of thought. And what creates thought is the form of the thought. It is this incorporeal form that is similar to death. Now, death is what we're really afraid of. So the thought is like death. It's connected to something extremely absurd. Something that is catastrophic, but at the same time amazing. Imagine this. To a lower life form, that would be like hell. But to an upgraded life form, that would be like Earth. An even upgraded life form, maybe like heaven. I think, right? No, it's like, yeah, something like that. So, there are these energies. These, I would call them, what is it called? Synesthesia. Form of synesthesia, which interacts with us. It's the game of life within us. But calling it the game of life is such a trap. There's so much more to it. It's bigger than a game. We can create so much better names and words. And then people would say, well, what's the point of that? It seems, well, that itself. You only give up because you are, what is it called? Validated. You were entirely validated to the point which made you give up. Because you thought there was an ending to it when there is really no end. And a lot of people think there's an end, but there's not. I'm at a simple point. This is extremely simple, but also complex and fun. This shit's fun. And Leo from Actualize.org, he talks about the fun things he does, but he seems like he's in a little bit of a trap. He doesn't explore into synesthesia in the I call it proto-meditation. The hidden behind meditation's veil is a thing called synesthesia. And it's synthetic meditation, which prepares you for what comes next. Now, there's these levels of meditation, theta, beta, alpha, all these states, and even deeper. Imagine accessing those states normally without going through that mess. That's incredible. So this is Aosoft signing off. That was a big thing. I hope you guys understand that. Subscribe and like. Thank you.